My mother used to have a Beetle back in the 60s, but even though it was so orange it made an orange look like a lemon, it still wasn't as distinctive as this special comic relief Beetle, which you have a chance to win in our special Top Gear comic relief competition. All you have to do is answer this stupidly simple question. Which car did Mr. Bean drive? Was it A, a Lada, B, a Volkswagen Beetle, or C, a Mini? Call on 0891 11 44 88. The winner will be selected at random from all the correct entries, and the net proceeds of all the calls will go to comic relief. The lines shut at midnight on 12th of March, and the winner will be announced in Top Gear on the 23rd. And don't worry if you didn't get a note of that number, because we'll be repeating it again at the end of the programme. And in the meantime, we'll try to get the damn thing started. Oh. Ah.
48 crash, not when the lightning flash. The lightning flash, and it's a silk sash bash. A silk sash bash, that's a 48 crash.
It's 6 years since I last had a crack at Rallycross, when I drove a Metro 6R4 just like this one here at Brands Hatch. But the glory days of the supercars are over, and now they just race for fun. Barred from rallying because they simply became too fast, Group B cars like the 6R4 and Ford RS200 have now also been dropped from international rallycross. This is the future of rallycross. Group A cars based on family saloons like Frenchman Jean-Luc Paillet's Citroën Xantia, British favourite Will Gollop with his Peugeot 306, and Swede Per Eklund with a Subaru Impreza like the one Colin McRae used to win the RAC Rally. And of course, there are plenty of Escort Cosworths, and this one is mine. The event was the British Autoglass Grand Prix last December, and the man mad enough to lend me his car was Pat Duran. How did he rate my chances?
I don't think you've got any chance, Steve, but the car's got a great chance. And with you in it, you're a quick learner, so I think you've got a great chance.
Now, what sort of condition do you want the car back in, though?
Goes without saying, I want it back in one piece, otherwise you're going to be in two pieces.
Well, I managed about 10 lap practice in this brand new car yesterday, but this is race day. I better practice a start. Now hold it, 7,000 revs, now go! The Brands Hatch Rallycross course is half tarmac, half mud, and trying to control 600 horsepower as you round paddock and dive down, tumble downhill through the chicane and back onto a racetrack that's smeared with mud is a delicate art. While I struggled to learn the knack of getting the best out of the Ford in the limited time available, Ford's rallycross superstar Martin Schanker tried to convince me that it was at least an easier proposition than the old rear-engined RS200.
I think the car is more stable to drive. It's got the engine in the front, so it's the sort of hammer, throw the hammer away, and the head will always be in front. So they are a bit more easy to drive.
But when it came to his quarter-final, Schanker found life none too easy, as he was headed by European champion Kenneth Hanson's Citroën ZX and Britain's Barry Squibb in another Escort. But Schanker is a man who will try anything to get past, even if it doesn't always work. While Squibb continued unperturbed to claim second spot, Hanson's only problem en route to victory was very limited visibility. But why was a Swede in a French car?
I was 4 years in the Group A two-wheel drive championship with Ford, but I didn't get any directly good support, so I went to Citroën, and we had a very good support there, and I'm not regretting that because the car is working very well.
My quarter-final put me up against Per Eklund's Subaru and British favourite Will Gollop in his fast-starting Peugeot. But even the best make mistakes.
Gollop went wide. Oh, and Gollop's all over the
can't believe I'm following Will Gollop. Oh, now I can as they go away from me. As Teal Hansen belted me up the backside, Per Eklund belted the barrier and Gollop disappeared to victory, leaving me to escape the close attention of Hansen and finish a contented second. But despite winning, surely Will would prefer to be in his old Group B Metro.
I'd rather be driving this Peugeot, because honestly, it handles better. It's not got the low-down grunt that the Metro had, but it's getting there. It's got a few more bits to do to it for next year.
Well, it's a bit complicated, this rally course. Although I finished second in my quarter-final, the fact that I was only 11th fastest overall in qualifying has meant I'm on 6th spot in this semi behind the guy I beat in the quarter. But I reckon I'll beat him again. You'll see me in the final. The transmission has broken and our fun is over. While I bid a sad farewell to the crowd after a disappointing day, the Group A finalists blasted off for a controversial final. Gollop leads, but Schanker pushes Jean-Luc Paillet's Citroën sideways and his bonnet flies open in front of him. Michael Jernberg clouts Hansen and punctures a tyre. Well, ahead of all this drama, Gollop is getting away, but then Schanker has his throttle stick open. Per Eklund was the unlucky man in Schanker's path, and a split fuel tank caused the frightening fireball. But despite the damage, neither driver was injured, although Schanker was obviously shaken. On the rerun, Paillet led, but then lost a wheel, leaving Gollop to streak off to victory, while the Frenchman counted to 3. 1, 2, 3, and gave a resigned shrug. On then to the grand final and the Grand Prix itself, which Gollop lost by making an awful start, allowing Hansen to rocket into a lead he was never to lose. Barry Squibb gave chase with Jernberg ahead of Gollop in third. While the European champion continued on his untroubled way, Gollop squeezed past Jernberg for third and set off after Squibb, but surely the gap was too large. Hansen duly took the checkered flag, but Gollop's charge just failed as Squibb crossed the line in second and then celebrated with a victory roll. Fortunately, the damage was confined to the car and Barry's pride, while the only man really celebrating was Sweden's Kenneth Hansen. Tomorrow night, Quentin's back with the Cars the Star and one of Britain's favourite family cars of the 60s, the Triumph Herald. And if you're a glutton for punishment, don't forget Steve Berry's Top Gear radio programme on 5 Live, which this Sunday features vintage taxis and a visit to Morgan Cars in Worcestershire.